Hey, homeschool moms. Today I'm going to talk to you about homeschool burnout. I experienced it this year. After Christmas break, I emailed a school. Uh, I emailed a school and I told them I was ready to switch. But the school that I found because I had researched all of the blended learning programs in my area. And this program that we started is only a 2-day a week program. It is meant to support homeschoolers, and I needed support. And so my kids now go to class 1 day a week on Mondays. They have a classroom day. And then on the Tuesday, they have an activity. And just having that has changed my world. It has been life changing to have the things planned for me. So this January, I switched to a blended learning program. I've always been with a Christian school before that, and it has been life-giving. I don't know what I would have done without it because 5 days after I emailed the school to switch, I got really sick. I've gone through everything from January to May right now, from the flu to a blood clot to side effects from the blood thinners to shingles and allergies to now I'm just getting over a cold and I had a bad cough. And so I need to focus on my health and my immune system and my peace because it's obvious to me now, after going through 4 months of sickness, that it is really important to prioritize myself and to lower those stress levels. I don't know if I've realized how stressed out that homeschooling has made me, but nevertheless, I want to continue homeschooling. And so I'm doing it in the most functional way possible by switching from the Christian schools in my area don't get as much funding, and so they can't offer as much support. So I had to switch to the public school system and join a blended learning program there so that I could get that support. The in-learning day, the activity day, both of which I can do if I want to, but they are not required if I don't want to, and I can stay if I want to and to the activity, or I can drop off. So it's giving me those options. Plus, I have Zoom classes that I can join from home. My kids can join, not me. Like my daughter likes bird club, she's 9, and my son who's 6 has a Zoom reading lesson now, which is really, really helpful. So the whole reason I'm telling you this story is to encourage you. I really want to encourage you because if you are homeschooling and you are doing all the things and you have the energy for it and you are enjoying it, that's great. And all the power to you. I've been there and I've loved it. But if you are in a season like me, like the one I've just been through and that I'm still coming out of, where everything has been so hard and you feel in your core that how hard it is, that when you go down, everything else goes down with you. Had to set myself up with a system where if I go down, I still have a semblance of structure for my kids and the opportunity to be able to drop them off. I don't have a whole lot of support, so I've just come to the conclusion that I don't have to do it all on my own and I can use the resources that are available to me. It sounds really silly to say out loud, but I've been in a homeschool culture for the last 4 years where nobody's doing that. And so I just wanted to make this video to encourage you in case you're in a similar situation, that it is okay to make that change. Give a thumbs up if you're tired of being in charge all the time. There are so many options out there now that you don't have to homeschool all on your own. You have look into the blended programs in your town or city. Find out what's available because there's lots of blended programs where you can still do part-time homeschooling and get the extra support that you need. So I've decided that next September, my kids are registered now for a different blended learning program that's 3 days a week. And I will still get to homeschool on Mondays and Fridays. And so, with that said, having them on the weekends and Mondays and Fridays, I still will get them 4 days a week, full time, and the school still only gets them 3 days a week. So, sorry about my voice. I'm still getting over that cold, but I still get them more than the school does. And so that seems like a really good option for me at this point to give myself the time and space to just take that off of my plate for this season. And then if next year I decide that I want to homeschool full time again, I can always change that again. It's not a permanent decision. We just take it year by year. And I just want to encourage you that that's okay to do that. And when you're in a homeschool culture, sometimes it seems paradoxical because when you're homeschooling, you've already broken out of the mold. But then you join this homeschool culture, and it's like you have to break out of that mold. Sometimes you have to just break out of that mold and do what's right for your mental health, for your physical health, for your family, for your marriage. All of these things can fall apart if you're always putting the kids first. And if your health, your mental and physical health, and your marriage are thriving, if you focus on those main components, then your kids are going to be just fine. But if you're falling apart because you're trying to homeschool so hard and it's difficult and it's not going well and your health is struggling like mine was, then that's not necessarily what's best for your kids. And that's the point that I've come to this year. So please take care of yourself and let me know in the comments down below if you've experienced a similar season and what you did about it. Thanks for watching.